Hello, good morning. This is Dave Thomas with Law Tigers, American Motorcycle Lawyers. I'm here on our podcast, Moment of Truth. And I tell you, this is in partnership with Supio, of course, a great technology company, AI company. But we have a special guest. When I say special, I've been knowing this gentleman for at least 8 years, and they do incredible work in the space. Ryne, I don't want to mess up your last name. I can just call you RG, but Ryne Goertz?
Ryne Goertz, yeah.
Yes, I love it, man. President of Sales at TSEG. TSEG.
Yep.
And so background, a little bit of background about Ryne here. So lives in Austin, Texas. Mm-hmm. Yep. Joined TSEG in 2015 as an account manager. Rose to become their president of sales, which is outstanding. TSEG is a digital marketing agency exclusive for law firms. I won't read all this stuff out. I would love for the audience to hear about TSEG and what you guys do, what you guys offer.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Having myself on. And I have nothing but respect for you. We were just talking. You're one of the OGs of the digital, well, I guess this conference space.
Yeah.
So but yeah, we're a full service digital marketing agency. Anything from lead to case generation for mass tort, PI. We have criminal defense attorneys, we have family law, but our main focus is in mass torts and personal injuries. So yeah, anything from SEO to lead and case generation. Anything you guys, any law firm needs.
I love that, man. I want to jump into something that Supio just released. So they just released a survey of over 207 plaintiff attorneys and firm leaders. Nearly 8 of 10 of the firms have tried AI, but only about 3 out of 10 use it regularly as part of their work. Where do you see the 3 out of 10 firms that just not really quite sure about leveraging the AI? What would you have to say to them?
I will tell you it's here and to embrace it.
Yep.
I gave a speech at this conference 6 months ago, and I asked, how many firms in this room are actually taking AI seriously when it comes to SEO, when it comes to LLMs, and are you doing things to make yourself rank on these platforms?
Sure.
And I think I had about 3 of the 150 people raise their hand. And it's just something that you have to embrace. It's here. It's growing. A year and a half ago, the LLMs, whether it's ChatGPT, Perplexity, Grok, Claude, nobody was really using it a ton. We're now seeing like almost 20% of users are relying on that for local search versus going straight to Google. So that number is only going to continue to grow. Google's has their Gemini results now. Like it's going to continue to grow. Embrace it. Yes. Figure out how to use it. Figure out how to use it to your advantage, because it's growing.
Yeah,
very fast.
So can we dive into that a little bit? So tell me about the first time when AI kind of arrived to TSEG, to your knowledge. What was your immediate kind of response, and what was your next steps?
Well, we started getting a lot of questions on like content, like, are you just using AI to write all of your content?
Okay.
Which we don't do that, but like we use it to find gaps between our law firms and their competitors, right?
Okay.
Like, what are their competitors doing? What do we need to be doing? It's great for that. The other piece is it can transcribe pretty much everything from our client's website. So if it's a call, if it's a form, it's a chat, it automatic will do a lead classification. So it'll know if it's a car accident. It'll know if it's a slip and fall.
Nice.
Which helps our team, right? Like, we can optimize better towards keywords, but that's how we really it first kind of came onto the scene for us, started to embrace it, started to figure out, okay, how do we leverage it for our clients? But yeah.
So talk about your clients a little bit. I know you partner with some of the largest firms in the country. So what would you say that they would, how would they answer this question? What would make the biggest difference in adopting, AI? And how do you see them leveraging it to improve outcomes, but even on the front end when they're doing new case intake?
Intake 100%.
Okay.
So, and David Haskins.
I do.
And he has a company.
Great guy.
Yeah, he's another OG, right?
Yeah.
But he has a company, Speed AI, amazing software. And essentially what it does is, and the tip of the spear is always intake, and I feel like every conference we go to, we talk about intake at some portion. And they've developed a product that can identify as a lead comes in, if you're how good was the lead, right? So was it a car accident? Did they have they go see a doctor? What kind of damages they have? How many injuries they have? But it'll also grade your intake specialist. So it'll say, okay, was that call handled properly? Were they rude on the call? Did they not offer it? Was it a really good lead? Like they graded as an A, but at the same time, your intake specialist didn't offer a retainer, and they'll flag it. And if it's the call was mishandled, they'll immediately send it to the intake manager, but also CCs the attorneys that are on there, so that they can save that case. And I've had clients that have used it in the first couple of weeks. They've saved 2 or 3 cases, and you would never know that, right? Like those are just dollars. We lost that lead. They signed up with a competitor. Now it can flag it. Now you can save that case and keep those dollars in-house versus it going to a competitor. So it's a great product. Like we've had all of our clients sign up for it. They're saving cases.
I think that's big time. I mean, it's also, you have to be aware of how to leverage AI, right?
Yeah.
It's not the end all be all. It's definitely going to, save the time. What would you say, tasks that you never expected AI to handle so well? What would you advise or to alert our audience to be careful of handing over at this point?
Yeah, I mean, don't rely on it to do a deposition for you, right, or anything like that. But I would say just ask it questions. I mean, I think so many law firms are afraid to at least take the first step and at least just trying to figure it out. I mean, just ask it questions. Ask it, if you're not ranking well or something like that, ask it why my competitors are outranking my website. Like it'll give you a lot of answers. It could be on the intake side. It could be on the SEO side. It could be, if your business strategy. I was just talking to Ross Jerwitz yesterday, and he was trying to use Claude, and it's helped him develop comp structures for his attorneys. So adopt it, just figure it out, start asking questions. It's going to save you a ton of time over the course of it. But just start trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So, I mentioned this earlier on the show, but there's just so much out there now, for attorneys to really digest and identify what's valuable and what's not. You mentioned Claude. I heard attorneys say, hey, they have all these platforms out there, but I'll just build it in-house and hire someone to utilize Claude. What is your thought on that?
I mean, if you can do it, right? I think that'd be a great way to start, but at the same time, I don't know. That's a tough question. My answer knows that area, right? Find a specialist that can do it, or find a company that knows how to do it. Yes. Just trying to bring someone in-house. I mean, it's the same type of thing wherever we run into it in the industry, where it's like, well, I'm going to hire my own SEO guy. Right. It's like, well, we have a company of 45 people that have been doing SEO for 17 years. Like, if you can find a company that knows how to do it, like a Supio, that knows how to do that portion versus trying to go out and hire someone to do it for you, it's going to save you a ton of time and a ton of money.
Yeah, no, you took the words out of my mouth. Even at Law Tiger, the same thing. It's like, hey, I'll invest in my own firm on motorcycle cases, but it's like, yeah, you can make your own coffee at home too, but I damn sure appreciate driving through Starbucks drive-through.
I know you're a pumpkin spice latte guy too.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. But yeah, so no, that's great. Well, I've really enjoyed our time here. My last question to you, I would love to understand your vision, or what would you say to our audience? What does a winning plaintiff firm look like in the next 3 years when utilizing all this that's available?
Yeah, I personally believe AI is low-hanging fruit, especially in the SEO space.
Yes.
Again, I just spoke at this conference 6 months ago. I don't want to throw any shade at legal, but I feel like legal is always 5 years behind on technology.
That's fair.
And the SEO side, for sure, it is low-hanging fruit. You need to be doing peer reviews. You need to be making sure all your third-party legal directories are shored up. Yes. Any awards, if you're a part of National Trial Lawyers, put those in your bio. I mean, it's looking for your experience, your authority, your trust. Do those things. Beef up your bios. Make sure your premium legal directories are all done. If you're a part of Super Lawyers, make sure that's on your bio. All those type of things are what the LLMs are pulling from. And there's a lot of law firms that are not doing that. They just have their basic bio, nothing that talks about all their settlements, all their awards, and you can win big very quickly because there's just a lot of firms that are not taking it seriously on the digital side.
Man, that's very helpful. I think that's definitely a gold nugget. Well, that's what we have for today. You've been definitely exceptionally well spoken, and thanks for answering our questions. Once again, I'm Dave Thomas with Law Tigers. If you're ever interested in diversifying your firm with high value motorcycle cases, well, you know who to reach out to. You can reach me at dave@lawtigers.com or jump on our website at lawtigersmarketing.com. And I also want to give a plug for TSEG. You want to give them your handle and how to reach out to you?
Yeah, it's you can find me at tseg.com. My email address is there. Yeah, reach out anytime. And
last but not least, the platform that's just sending roars through the legal industry, and that's Supio. I will say one thing about Supio: love the product, but more than the product, what I love is their people.
Oh, they're the best.
They hire the best of the best.
Yeah.
So hey, until next time, be well and live inspired.